friends! My name is Desiree, aka Mommafriendly, and I do all sorts of videos on my channel, from cooking videos to planner videos, vlogs, hauls, homeschool videos with a Disney twist, a little bit of everything. So if any of that sounds like fun to you, I hope that you'll subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. Today I'm doing a special video, a different video than the usual. I'm doing a what I got my kiddo for Christmas video. Never done one of these before. I have done them for Easter. I do one every year as far as what I got my kiddo for his Easter basket, and you guys seem to like those videos. And every year I do a sort of back to school curriculum type haul. You guys seem to like those too. So I figured, why not? Let me go ahead and show you what I got for our holiday shopping this year. And hopefully I get it out in a timely enough manner where if you're still shopping, this could provide some inspiration for you. Now, some notes before we go into all of the actual items. I do have one child. He is an 11-year-old boy. He has nonverbal autism. You can actually hear him outside right now. And so the toys are going to range from a developmental level of about 3 years old to about 11 or 12. A lot of the toys tend to veer a little younger because that's just the sort of things that he's into. He has a particular affinity for toys and puzzles, and he loves anything to do with the alphabet. So I try to keep all those things in mind when I'm buying for him. So if any of that sort of jives with like what your kiddos are into these days, then stick around and we'll see what I got. So this is all sorts of things. I do tend to kind of veer towards the educational side, and he seems to not mind that because it's what he's used to. I've never been one to get him just like toys that make noise and things like that just for the sake of it. I like to get him things that he can use, that he'll be engaged with, and if it helps him learn, then all the better. So I think a great place to start is, I peeled off the address label obviously, so it's not very pretty, but I got him a 12-month subscription to Eureka Crate, which is kind of an offshoot of Kiwi Crate, and they do all sorts of different like subscription boxes, monthly boxes. There's an art one, there's one for little kids. This one in particular is all like engineering projects. Now, I'm the one at home with kiddo all the time. I do all his therapies with him. I do all his homeschooling with him. All of the life skills and art and things like that. That's my kind of area. But I am a brute when it comes to following direction and building things. Luckily, Daddy is really into that. He's all about that. He always has been. He's extremely handy. And so I thought that this might be a fun way for kiddo and Daddy to spend some homeschooling time together. So this is going to be all for them. And the very first month brings this project right here. So this is good if you've got older kiddos, or like I said, maybe kiddos that need some help. This is a good way for mama or daddy or uncle or older sibling or whoever to kind of jump in and spend some quality time with kiddo. So that's number one. And like I said, this is a monthly subscription that I got him. So actually he's going to be receiving one of these every month until next Christmas. At which point, if he's enjoyed this, then we'll continue the subscription, and if not, then I might look into a different one. Speaking of fun puzzles he might need a little help with, Daddy does not have the patience for puzzles. I love any sort of puzzles, brain teasers, that sort of thing. So this is something he's probably going to do with Mama. This is meant for ages 12 and up, but they are 3D crystal puzzles. And I got him an elephant and a giraffe. It's a baby and mama giraffe and a baby and mama elephant, which I thought was really cute. He loves going to the zoo, and the giraffes especially are a favorite, so I thought that he'd really appreciate these. And because they're really pretty and they're crystal, they're actually plastic, but I thought it might be cool once we've got it complete to kind of try to use some crazy glue or even some epoxy and maybe display these after the fact. So these are really nice. I'm looking forward to building these with him. Now we're getting into our giant box. Now this isn't even everything that I got kiddo. Not everything has arrived, but it's a good bulk of it. So yeah, there's gonna be plenty here to show y'all. So first off, this is huge. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be, but I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. This is the Melissa and Doug loom. So I thought that this would be great because art project, right? Which we love art projects around here. And I'm really into knitting. I make blankets for everybody in my life. So I thought that this would be a fun way to kind of introduce Kiddo to that. I also really like that there's so much fine motor and like concentrating, following directions. Like there's all sorts of things that go into making this and following along with these projects. So I think he's gonna enjoy it. And I'm a big fan of any sort of activity that gives you a concrete, like tactile, not abstract kind of reward at the end, so he could see, oh, this was for something. Like this wasn't just a waste of time. All of this work now led to this. Like I have something to show for it. So I think that that sort of reward system is going to make this a lot of fun for him. And all of these items, to the best of my ability, I'm going to link in the description box below, so that if there's something in particular that you like, you can just easily click on that link and it'll take you straight to it so you can buy it. So I also got him, I think I got 2 of these sets. Not sure where the other one is. Oh, okay. Yeah, in this big old box. But we love calico critters around here, and we like to use these for pretend play, but also for building vocabulary. So like I'll ask him, let's put them to eat at the dining room table. Oh, now that they're there, what do they need? Do they need plates? Do they need toilet paper? No, that's silly. They need a fork, and so on. So we've got a little dining room table set here, and we've got the little kitchen set as well. So I thought that that was really cute. And so we're going to add that to our existing bedroom and living room set that we already play with. I'm gonna have to just get him a house basically at this point, because all these random little sets, it would make more sense if they had just like a place, right? This is just the outside, but I wanted to show it to you guys anyways. We're doing this advent calendar this year. I've started doing advent calendars with him last year. Last year we had 2. We had one that it was a Disney holiday book a day, and we had another that was a fidget toy a day. So this year I went with this Playmobil Aqua advent calendar, and it's basically a water toy or a bath toy a day. He's liking it fine, but the fidget toy advent calendar last year was a much bigger hit. So I'm gonna have both of them, both this one and the fidget toy calendar, linked down below. It's a little late in the month to be starting an advent calendar, but it could be fun either way, and you could use the extras that you didn't get to do at the beginning of the month as like stocking stuffers maybe. So I'm gonna include it all the same. Next thing we have here is just a little tiny giraffe stuffy. He's not huge on stuffed animals, but he does love giraffes, as I mentioned earlier. So I thought this little tiny one would be nice for him to keep in his room, and it's not so huge where he's gonna feel like suffocated by it or anything. Next, we've got these polka dot books, and he really loves these. He's always been a fan. We have a couple of these already, but we've got 10 Little Monkeys, which is one of his, you know, one of the go-to songs on YouTube for him. And we've also got Who's in the Ocean. He's very into ocean animals, water animals. He's very into animals generally. But what's fun about these books is that when you open them and you read along, you can count all the little fish or whatever's going on, and it provides a very tactile like feedback, and you can hear the clicking as well. It's typically to do with counting or following some sort of order, and as you can see, as you click these in, it kind of sets up the next page. So he really likes these, and he hasn't had these in particular yet, so I think he's gonna enjoy that. More art projects. I genuinely don't even know where we're gonna put this. This might end up being a gift for Grandma and Grandpa because we don't have a big yard. But we've got this stepping stone. He's very into turtles, and he's actually been asking for a turtle as a pet for a bit. So because we can't make that happen for him just yet, I got this stepping stone that comes with paint and a paintbrush, and we're going to create some turtle art. Maybe I'll find a place to display it inside our home, and if not, like I said, it might end up going in Grandma and Grandpa's yard. But I think he's gonna really like this. All right, so we've got some more painting projects here. This is some ornaments that again come with their own paint and paintbrush. They're porcelain. These do need to be baked before they're ready to go. But I think that instead of wrapping this, I might actually keep this out and we might do this as an activity together on Christmas Eve. And we've also got this ornament set. This one's not with painting though. This one is beads. So I guess you kind of string them up however, well, there must be instructions for it. This actually seems like it might be a little too kind of mature maybe for Kiddo, so I might actually put this away with the Christmas items when I pack everything up this year, and maybe we'll bring this out next year because we've already got an activity to do for Christmas Eve, and I feel like this this looks really intricate, and I feel like following the directions on this might be a little frustrating for us right now, so that'll probably be saved for next year. See, mommy gets excited, she starts buying things, and it's not until they arrive that she comes to her senses and says, maybe that wasn't a great plan. Also, now that I'm really going through the box, I think I got Kiddo a lot of stuff. Like, I think I might have gone a little bit overboard. So this he's gonna absolutely love. He's obsessed with these little popper sort of fidget things. And this is a huge one that also happens to be tie-dye. Tie-dye is one of his favorite things on earth. So I think he's gonna really enjoy this. I'm actually really enjoying it right now. Next, we've got some sensory sand. This is actually very heavy for its size. This is mostly gonna be for us to play with our OT, honestly, but I think it's pretty cool. It's something that holds its shape and you can mold it and whatnot, but then it's also very like not. It says that it sticks together like wet sand, but it's completely dry. Kiddo does have some tactile sort of sensory challenges. He doesn't love things that are too sticky or wet, and I feel like this is a good compromise where it's a little outside his comfort zone, but not so much where it's uncomfortable. So I think that we might enjoy this, and if not, then who knows, we might have to put it away and bring it out sometime in the next year. All right, next we've got this very fun I actually used to have this game when I was a kid, Crocodile Dentist. So I think that this would be a fun sort of introduction to turn taking and board games and whatnot, but also we do a lot of dentist practice here so that when we do go to the dentist, he's more prepared as far as like what to expect and everything. So I thought it could be fun not only to use it as it's intended as a board game type deal, but also we could take a toothbrush and brush the crocodile's teeth and practice kind of doing it the way that the dentist would do it on him. So I thought that that could be fun. Got another ornament activity here. This is just a keepsake ornament though. I'm actually wondering if his hand might be too big for the amount of clay that it brings, but I'm very big into keepsake ornaments. As a matter of fact, the entire Christmas tree right now is just covered in metal photo ornaments. I didn't bother with any of the little like plastic baubles this year. I have enough photo ornaments that I was able to decorate the entire tree that way. So yeah, I'm big on keepsakes, so that's gonna be another one that I'm not gonna wrap. I'm just gonna leave it out for him so that we can do it on New Year's Eve. I actually genuinely do not remember getting this for him, but apparently I got him a Create Your Own Masterpiece kit, and it looks pretty advanced, which is why I'm wondering why I got this. It does bring both a cheetah, you guys can see that with the light there, a cheetah and a sea turtle. So I'm sure I saw the sea turtle, I saw art, and I thought, oh, perfect. But this does seem a little bit advanced, a little bit mature. So it looks like the image is already printed on the canvas, and then you just select your paint colors. It comes with the paint and a brush, and you kind of just paint over the black and white image so that eventually you have a work of art that is very much your own, but with a lot of sort of help, I guess. Yeah, I'll give it to him. I'll gift it to him, or maybe not. I think this might be something that I put aside and maybe wrap next year for him. Because I think I just got carried away. I saw that beautiful sea turtle and I thought, oh, he'll love that. And it didn't really occur to me that like, he's got to paint it first. So yeah, look at that. I'm even getting a jump on next year's Christmas list. Just a few little things left. So I mentioned earlier he really loves tie-dye. So I got him another tie-dye kit. All he wears are tie-dye shirts. If you leave it up to him to get dressed, you can pretty much bet money that he's going to emerge from his bedroom in head-to-toe tie-dye. So we're gonna get our new little tie-dye kit here, and it dyes up to 5 shirts. So I'm just gonna get him a little pack of like Hanes undershirts. That's usually what we go for. And we'll eventually do some more tie-dye. This is, what are you, a turtle? Probably a turtle? Doesn't say. Yep, it's a little turtle, and it is a vibrating sensory toy. So basically he can use this in his hands if he's feeling fidgety. It's kind of furry, like it's got a little bit of like a fuzzy, it's almost like a stuffed animal, but it has a very hard core, and that's because there's a motor inside of it. And again, it's just to provide sensory input to his head, to his hands. He really likes it on his jaw. So if he's feeling jittery or anxious, that should help with that. I've got one more of these polka dot books. Apparently I did go ahead and get him an alphabet one after all. He really, really loves all things alphabet. So again, it's the same system as before, where you can just kind of go in order, reading the book. And as you click through the little buttons, it sets them up on the next page. So they're ready to go. They're getting some sensory input. You're reading a fun book. You can't lose. And then the very last thing I have in this box, which is, I think, going to be his favorite thing. He's actually asked for one of these in the last few weeks. And so I knew that I had to get him one. I'm gonna make sure to bury this like all the way at the back of the tree, so it's one of the last things he opens, because I have a feeling once he opens this, he's not gonna care to open anything else. I got him a glockenspiel, or a xylophone, because he's been asking for a xylophone for a bit now. And so this is an actual perfectly tuned xylophone. And we're a very musical family. I'm terrible with, I have zero musical talent whatsoever, but hubby plays bass and guitar. We've got a drum kit for me and Kiddo. We've got the xylophone now. Like, we have basically all we need to start a band, except, you know, the talent and inclination. But yeah, I think he's gonna really, really enjoy this. It's very rare that Kiddo asks for anything. And typically when he does, it's things like a trip to Disney World, which unfortunately is just not possible right now, or a giraffe, which I don't think will ever be possible. So when he asks for something like this that I can actually provide for him, that's a very big treat for the both of us. So I'm super, super excited to be able to give him this for Christmas. So that's everything. I actually have more than I thought I did. Plenty for the bottom of the tree for sure. So I'm excited seeing everything all laid out like this. I think Kiddo's gonna really, really like all his stuff. I'd love to know what you're getting your kiddos for Christmas. So let me know in the comments if there was anything that I showed you in this video that you're excited about maybe getting for your kiddos. Let me know that too. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for being here and watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, I hope you'll please give it a big thumbs up. I'd also love it if you'd subscribe and click that notification bell, because I post at least 3 times a week and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Happy holidays!